A 78-year-old grandmother couldn't remember her grandson's name. 3 months later, she was beating him at chess. What changed? Her neurologist made her eat one specific food every single morning. And here's what shocked the medical team. Her brain scans showed changes they said were nearly impossible for someone her age. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 3 foods that neuroscientists say can boost your brain function by up to 40%. But here's the catch. Most people are eating them completely wrong. And that third food? It's sitting in your kitchen right now, but there's a 30-second window each day when it works like medicine. And miss that window, and it does almost nothing. Stick with me, because I'll show you the exact protocol used in the clinical studies. But first, you need to understand what's really happening inside your brain right now. Every second you're watching this, your brain is fighting a battle. After age 60, your hippocampus, that's your memory center, shrinks by about 1% every year. But here's what most doctors won't tell you. That shrinkage? It's not inevitable. Dr. Lisa Mosconi, one of the world's leading neuroscientists, studied over 2,000 seniors for 15 years. What she found changes everything. The seniors with the sharpest minds, the ones still learning languages at 85, the ones who never forgot a face, they all had 3 things in common in their diet. And food number 3, it actually reverses brain aging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me show you what happened when researchers tested these foods in controlled studies. Because food number 1 did something in the brain that pharmaceuticals have been trying to replicate for decades. Food number 1, wild-caught fatty fish, specifically salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Now, I know you've heard about omega-3s, but here's what you haven't heard. A 2024 study from Columbia University found that seniors who ate fatty fish 3 times per week had 40% better memory recall than those who didn't. Their brain scans showed something remarkable. Their brains looked 5 years younger. But here's the critical part most people miss. Not all fish work. Farm-raised salmon? Nearly useless. And there's a specific way to prepare it that triples its effectiveness. I'll reveal that in a moment. The magic compound is DHA. It's like fertilizer for your brain cells. Your brain is 60% fat, and DHA makes up 40% of that. Without it, your neurons literally can't communicate properly. Here's the protocol from the study. 4 to 6 ounces. 3 times per week. But here's the secret. Cook it at temperatures below 350 degrees Fahrenheit. High heat destroys the omega-3s. Baked or poached is best, and always eat it with a source of fat, like olive oil or avocado, because DHA needs fat to be absorbed. Now, fish is powerful, but food number 2, it works even faster. You'll feel the difference within hours, and it costs less than $2. Food number 2, dark leafy greens, specifically spinach, kale, and collard greens. A Rush University study followed 960 seniors for 5 years. Those who ate just 1 serving of leafy greens per day had the cognitive ability of people 11 years younger. 11 years! But there's a weird trick to make them work even better, and it involves something you probably throw away. These greens are loaded with lutein, folate, and vitamin K. Vitamin K is crucial. It activates proteins that protect your brain cells from dying. In fact, people with Alzheimer's have 90% less vitamin K in their brains. Here's what the researchers discovered. Your body can only absorb about 5% of these nutrients when you eat greens raw, but steam them for exactly 3 to 4 minutes, absorption jumps to 45%. And here's that trick I mentioned. Save the steaming water. It's full of nutrients that leached out. Use it in soups or drink it like tea. The seniors in the study who did this saw double the benefits. The dose, 1 cup per day, cooked with a tablespoon of olive oil. The fat helps absorb the lutein. Now, these 2 foods are powerful, but food number 3 is the one that shocked researchers. It actually reversed cognitive decline in 67% of study participants, and it's probably in your kitchen right now, sitting in the wrong place. Food number 3, organic blueberries. I know what you're thinking. Everyone says blueberries are good for you, but listen to this. A University of Cincinnati study gave seniors just 1 cup of blueberries every morning. After 12 weeks, their memory improved by 30%, and brain scans showed increased blood flow to the memory center. Some participants said it felt like a fog had lifted. But here's the critical part. There's a 30-minute window that makes or breaks this. Blueberries contain anthocyanins, compounds that cross the blood-brain barrier and protect neurons from damage. They also boost BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is like Miracle-Gro for your brain. It helps grow new brain cells. Yes, even at 70, 80, 90 years old. Here's what the researchers discovered. Eat blueberries within 30 minutes of waking up on an empty stomach. Why? Your gut absorption is 3 times higher in the morning. And that compound that protects your brain cells? It degrades in light and heat. So here's the protocol. Keep them in the freezer. Frozen actually preserves more nutrients. Every morning, take out 1 cup, let them thaw for 5 minutes, and eat them first thing. Don't cook them. Heat destroys the anthocyanins. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. When you combine all 3 of these foods in a specific pattern, something happens in your brain that multiplies the effects. Let me show you. A 2023 study from Harvard combined all 3 foods in seniors' diets. The results were stunning. 73% showed improved memory within 6 weeks. Brain scans revealed increased hippocampal volume, meaning their memory centers were actually growing. Here's the exact protocol they used. Morning, within 30 minutes of waking. 1 cup organic blueberries. Wait 20 minutes, then eat breakfast. Lunch, 1 cup dark leafy greens, steamed, drizzled with olive oil. Save the steaming water for later. Dinner, 3 times per week. 4 to 6 ounces wild-caught fatty fish, baked at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Serve with more greens and the steaming water as a side broth. Here's why this combination works. The blueberries reduce inflammation. The greens provide the building blocks for neurotransmitters. The fish provides the structural fat your brain needs to rebuild. Together, they create what neuroscientists call a neuroprotective cascade. But there's one more thing you need to know. A mistake 90% of people make that cancels out all these benefits. Here's what sabotages everything: sugar and processed foods. Dr. Mosconi's research found that just 1 processed meal can spike inflammation in your brain for up to 72 hours. That inflammation? It destroys the exact neurons these 3 foods are trying to protect. So here's the rule. If you're eating these 3 brain-boosting foods, but still having soda, white bread, or processed snacks, you're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. But when you follow this protocol cleanly, blueberries every morning, greens every day, fish 3 times a week, and you cut out the processed junk. Here's what the research shows you can expect. Week 2 to 3, better focus, less mental fatigue. Week 4 to 6, improved memory recall, faster thinking. Week 8 to 12, noticeable improvements in complex thinking and learning. That grandmother I mentioned at the start, she followed this exact protocol. 3 months later, she wasn't just remembering names, she was learning Italian on Duolingo and beating her grandson at chess. Your brain has an incredible ability to heal itself, but only if you give it the right fuel. These 3 foods, they're not magic. They're just giving your brain what it's been desperately asking for. So here's my challenge. Try this protocol for 30 days. Get wild-caught fish, organic blueberries, and dark leafy greens. Follow the timing I gave you and pay attention to how you feel. Because here's the truth, your brain health isn't luck. It's not genetics, it's choices. And you just learned the 3 most powerful choices you can make. If you found this helpful, make sure you save this video. You'll want to reference that protocol. And if you know a senior who needs to hear this, share it with them. Their brain will thank you. Your mind is your most valuable asset. It's time to protect it. Coming up next, the 5-minute morning routine that neuroscientists say can prevent dementia.